them 5 railway stations are in Karnataka, which includes the Munirbad, the Bagalkot, in fact, Gokak Road and Dharwad in Karnataka. So that's, of course, there as far as the Amrit Bharat station scheme is concerned. The major updates and upgrades that have happened over there. And these stations now will feature an upgraded passenger amenities, accessibility to the Divyajgan, as well as modern infrastructure and improved aesthetics as well. Again, very, very important details there we have with us. And of course, they have blended contemporary design with local cultural elements as well. Just talking about Amrit Bharat station schemes itself, it's of course transforming more than 1,300 railway stations across the country, and of course it follows a phased, redeveloped model, tailoring upgrades to each station specific to their requirements. So of course care and consideration they're being taken to look at the infrastructure at these of course 1,300 of course stations that we are talking about, looking at it piece by piece, and of course making the adjustments and upgrades as per their requirements. So again, that's of course something that we are tracking. There is now going to be there are going to be more lifts, escalators, free Wi-Fi that's going to be there at these railway stations, and of course more exit points, waiting halls, toilets, platforms and roofings as well. So a 360-degree spin as far as redevelopment of the railway stations are concerned.
Absolutely, and clearly, of course, this is going to give a big push for connectivity. This is going to give a big push for furthering, of course, infrastructure. This is going to give a big boost for tourism as well, with swankier stations. Also, of course, this is going to help the economy as well further. And Sabri, now we talk about, of course, the Bikaner Mumbai Express. This is again another new train that has been added. We've seen various new trains, of course, which have been added across the country, from Vande Bharats to many other trains, of course. A slew of them every year are inaugurated, Sabri. Sabri, can you hear me? Okay, I think we've lost our connection, but of course, these are the latest inputs we are tracking for you. Prime Minister Modi flagging off the Bikaner Mumbai Express there. Okay, we're getting more news coming in this hour. Kani Mohi's delegation has in fact arrived at the Delhi airport. They're all set to leave for Russia very, very shortly. The delegation includes Rajiv Rai, Mia Altaf Ahmed, Captain Brijesh Chota, Dr. Ashok Kumar Mittal, Premchand Gupta, Ambassador Javed Ashraf and Ambassador Manjeev Puri. Reactions are coming in on this big story.
Even yesterday I said that this is just to explain what has happened in India. We've lost lives because of terrorism, and we cannot remain silent and accept what is going on. The world has to understand, and I don't think any country in the world believes in keeping quiet in front of terrorism. So we have to join together and come together to fight against terrorism. And I think the government of India is, through MPs and a delegation of people from different parties, is trying to reach out to the world.
Whatever message the Prime Minister has given the nation and the global powers, we are going there and giving that message. As a first-term MP, as somebody who served in the forces, it's an honor and privilege for me to be taking Prime Minister's message, to be taking Bharat's message across the nations which I am going. And the Prime Minister has clearly stated India's position while his address to the nation, that terror and trade cannot happen together, terror and talks cannot go together, and blood and water cannot flow together. So India is very clear on its position. Pakistan is trying to create a propaganda, create a narrative across the world, which we are going to burst. And we are firm in this resolve of leading this fight against state-sponsored terrorism emanating.
All very honored to be part of a national effort and to reach out to friendly countries to explain our position and our perspectives on the matter and ensure that the world's eyes remain focused on terrorism and the source of terrorism, which is in our neighborhood. This is extremely important for the world, extremely important for the global community as such. And India, as a responsible member of the global community, wants to reach out to its friends and important countries in the world to bring this message.
Anand Singh is joining us for more on this story. Anand, the delegation headed by Kanimohi is at the airport. When will they leave for Russia?
Yeah, well, look, the delegation was all set to leave early in the morning, but there was some delay, and now they are leaving around 12 in the noon, and they will arrive in Moscow by evening. So clearly, this delegation led by DMK leader and Lok Sabha MP K. Kanimohi will be arriving in Moscow, and they will be briefing several of the government officials and government representatives and their delegates that how Pakistan-sponsored terrorism have been a very big issue for India, and the delegation will also make it very clear that trade and terrorism cannot go all together, as India has a policy of zero tolerance towards terrorism. And they will also brief that how several of the terror attacks that have taken place in India earlier since 2008 till 2024 and 25, also in Pahalgam on April 2022, when several of the tourists were killed who were completely unarmed over there by the terrorists sponsored by Pakistan. So the dossiers of all those terror attacks will be presented with all the minute details that how Pakistan was behind the terror operations in India through these banned terror organizations, including JEM, Hizbul Mujahideen, then Haqqani Network, and also the latest, the TRS, and how those were being sponsored by Pakistan and how their spoil was used for the terror activity. So clearly, on all these parts, the delegation will be briefing the government officials and representatives over there. And they will also make it clear that how India launched Operation Sindoor in the wake of Pahalgam terror attacks, and it only targeted the terror launch sites and not the civilian or any of the military area. So clearly, this delegation will try to get the response in favor of India, just like the way in which India had got the support of several of the foreign countries after 2008 26 Mumbai terror attacks, in which 167 innocent people were killed, which included several of the foreign citizens. So clearly, India is trying to build the same narrative this time, and they are trying to corner Pakistan at the international level. So this delegation holds prominence, and as there are total of 7 delegations which will be reaching 33 countries, so they will try to make an atmosphere in support of India to corner Pakistan at the global level, as it has been sponsoring terror from its soil. That's your.
Anand, stay with us. More breaking news coming in. 4 delegations of MPs will be meeting with Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri tomorrow. The delegations led by Shashi Tharoor, Baijayant Panda, Ravi Shankar Prasad and Supriya Sule will be briefed by Vikram Misri ahead of their departure. The delegation led by BJP MP Baijayant Panda will head for Saudi Arabia. They will be leaving on the 24th of May. The one led by Congress's Shashi Tharoor will leave for the United States of America on the 25th of May. Anand Singh is joining us for more on this story. Anand, 4 more delegations are still to leave for the countries they have been assigned. These delegations will reportedly be briefed by the Foreign Secretary tomorrow?
Yeah, well, look, earlier also we have seen that how the Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri, along with several of the ambassadors located in different countries, have briefed the 3 delegations which are left for several countries yesterday and today itself. And now Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri will once again brief the 4 delegations, rest of the 4 delegations tomorrow in Parliament premises after 3 p.m. And he will once again brief that how the Indian delegation needs to communicate with the international people over there and the foreign countries over there to gain support for India to corner Pakistan on each and every front. So clearly, he will be also making a very detailed presentation that how Pakistan was behind the Pahalgam terror attack and how Pakistan's soil was used for carrying out terror activities in India, in which several of the innocent tourists were killed in Pahalgam on April 22. So clearly, all these points will be made, and they will also be briefed that how Pakistan was behind several of the terror attacks in the past, and all the dossiers that India had collected since then, all the probes that NIA and several other agencies have carried out in India. So all those dossiers will also be given to them that how they need to expose Pakistan at the global level and to identify them as the nation which keeps on sponsoring terrorism from its soil. So clearly, this delegation will be briefed by the Commissary on all these points, and they will be given a detailed presentation by the government that how and why Pakistan needs to be isolated at the global level. Back to you.
All right, Anand Singh, thank you for joining us with those updates. On that note, we're slipping into a short break.
अगर आप बनना चाहते हैं एंकर या फिर आप में है जुनून एक तेज तर्रार न्यूज रिपोर्टर बनने का, तो आप ज्वाइन करें ITV और इंडिया NewsX का मीडिया स्कूल। ITV नेक्स्ट मीडिया इंटरनेशनल स्कूल का कोर्स आपको मौका देता है देश के दिग्गज एंकर्स के साथ काम करने का। ITV नेक्स्ट मीडिया इंटरनेशनल स्कूल में आप बेहद नजदीकी से देख पाएंगे किस तरह से ITV नेटवर्क के दिग्गज पत्रकारों की टीम दिन रात खबरों पर काम करती है। इस कोर्स के दौरान आप सीखेंगे एंकरिंग की एक एक बारीकी उन एंकर्स के साथ जो देश को रखते हैं हर खबर से बाखबर। ITV नेक्स्ट मीडिया इंटरनेशनल स्कूल का ये कोर्स आपके एंकरिंग स्किल्स को करेगा इतना सशक्त मजबूत, जिससे आप बनेंगे पत्रकारिता की दुनिया का वो चमकता चेहरा जो दुनिया देखेगी और पसंद करेगी।
It is now confirmed that India has carried out 9 strikes into Pakistan. There you have it. It's a large explosion that has taken place. You can hear the sound of the missile coming down.
These are the line of control area visuals where we are standing and we are continuously monitoring the situation.
मैं उन सबको हाथ जोड़ के तहे दिल से इस परिवार से और उन 26 परिवारों की तरफ से थैंक यू बोलना चाहूँगी।
Multiple missile strikes on each target, and of course a position has been taken that all efforts have been made to minimize civilian casualties.
This was the location of that strike.
अगर आप बनना चाहते हैं एंकर या फिर आप में है जुनून एक तेज तर्रार न्यूज रिपोर्टर बनने का, तो आप ज्वाइन करें ITV और इंडिया NewsX का मीडिया स्कूल। ITV नेक्स्ट मीडिया इंटरनेशनल स्कूल का कोर्स आपको मौका देता है देश के दिग्गज एंकर्स के साथ काम करने का। ITV नेक्स्ट मीडिया इंटरनेशनल स्कूल में आप बेहद नजदीकी से देख पाएंगे किस तरह से ITV नेटवर्क के दिग्गज पत्रकारों की टीम दिन रात खबरों पर काम करती है। इस कोर्स के दौरान आप सीखेंगे एंकरिंग की एक एक बारीकी उन एंकर्स के साथ जो देश को रखते हैं हर खबर से बाखबर। ITV नेक्स्ट मीडिया इंटरनेशनल स्कूल का ये कोर्स आपके एंकरिंग स्किल्स को करेगा इतना सशक्त मजबूत, जिससे आप बनेंगे पत्रकारिता की दुनिया का वो चमकता चेहरा जो दुनिया देखेगी और पसंद करेगी।
A known Baloch writer, Mir Yar Baloch, has claimed Balochistan's independence from Pakistan.
Not only Baloch, Pashtun, Sindhis and even POJK people are not willing to stay with this Maulvi Asamoni.
A known Baloch writer, Mir Yar Baloch, has claimed Balochistan's independence from Pakistan.
अगर आप बनना चाहते हैं एंकर या फिर आप में है जुनून एक तेज तर्रार न्यूज रिपोर्टर बनने का, तो आप ज्वाइन करें ITV और इंडिया NewsX का मीडिया स्कूल। ITV नेक्स्ट मीडिया इंटरनेशनल स्कूल का कोर्स आपको मौका देता है देश के दिग्गज एंकर्स के साथ काम करने का। ITV नेक्स्ट मीडिया इंटरनेशनल स्कूल में आप बेहद नजदीकी से देख पाएंगे किस तरह से ITV नेटवर्क के दिग्गज पत्रकारों की टीम दिन रात खबरों पर काम करती है। इस कोर्स के दौरान आप सीखेंगे एंकरिंग की एक एक बारीकी उन एंकर्स के साथ जो देश को रखते हैं हर खबर से बाखबर। ITV नेक्स्ट मीडिया इंटरनेशनल स्कूल का ये कोर्स आपके एंकरिंग स्किल्स को करेगा इतना सशक्त मजबूत जिससे आप बनेंगे पत्रकारिता की दुनिया का वो चमकता चेहरा जो दुनिया देखेगी और पसंद करेगी।
It is now confirmed that India has carried out 9 strikes into Pakistan. There you have it. It's a large explosion that has taken place. You can hear the sound of the missile coming down.
These are the line of control area visuals where we are standing and we are continuously monitoring the situation.
मैं उन सबको हाथ जोड़ के तहे दिल से इस परिवार से और उन 26 परिवारों की तरफ से थैंक यू बोलना चाहूँगी।
Multiple missile strikes on each target and of course a position has been taken that all efforts have been made to minimize civilian casualties.
This was the location of that strike.
A known Baloch writer, Mir Yar Baloch, has claimed Balochistan's independence from Pakistan.
Not only Baloch, Pashtun, Sindhis, and even POJK people are not willing to stay with this Maulvi Aslam Munir.
A known Baloch writer, Mir Yar Baloch, has claimed Balochistan's independence from Pakistan.
It is now confirmed that India has carried out 9 strikes into Pakistan. There you have it. It's a large explosion that has taken place. You can hear the sound of the missile coming down.
These are the line of control area visuals where we are standing and we are continuously monitoring the
NewsX has reached ground zero here on the Samba sector international border area, and we have reached here from where we are going to show you the Pakistani position which was decimated by the alert BSF troopers on 7th and 8th May. And I will ask my camera person to show you the visuals of the forward location, and these are the visuals from the ground zero, and these are the Pakistani outposts as well as Pakistani tower from where Pakistani Rangers and the army, they always try to eye on BSF movement so that they can target them, they can give damage, snipe on BSF or the civilians of this area. This tower and the position right, right on the down here where you can see the Pakistani bunker. This is the post of Pakistani army and the ranger which was decimated by the BSF, and a number of Pakistani rangers and army personnel, they were killed in BSF action on that day. It was very hectic day when Pakistan have faced Indian forces attack, and a number of terror training camp and launch pad were destroyed. In frustration, Pakistan started targeting civilians and the defense installation with the help of drone, missile, and by violating ceasefire. But it was BSF here on the international border and on the line of control. It was the army and the BSF. They have destroyed number of Pakistani position and more than 100 Pakistani forces, Jawan and terrorists, they were killed. Let's speak to one of officer of this battalion. We have with us CEO of this battalion, Shekhar Saab. Shekhar Saab, how you have ensured that Pakistan will not be able to fire a single bullet from this area?
Their morale has been completely destroyed. Their positions have been decimated, as you have already seen. And whatever we have done to them, they will dare not do it again.
In this particular area, how many positions of the Pakistani Army and the Rangers that was destroyed? How many launch pads were destroyed? And what was the information with you at that time?
We were fired upon by a lot many Pakistani BOPs. 2 were completely destroyed and 2 launch pads were destroyed in this operation.
How many terrorists and Pakistani forces personnel they were killed in this action?
In this action, as reported by the agencies, 7 terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed, they were confirmed terrorists, they were eliminated. Apart from that, 3 Pakistani soldiers and 10 to 12 their supporters, they were decimated.
What was the reason that you have preempted the things? What you wanted to basically do?
It's always good to fight the battle in the enemy's land only. We did not want that the infiltrators or the enemy, when they come to near the Pakistani BOP, so if they come in that BOP line, they can get a crossfire support from those Pakistani BOPs. They are always there, they support them and they support the infiltration bid and they carry out the bad action as well. So to avoid that, we did not give them a chance and it was a surprise move as far as for enemy is concerned.